Hello and welcome. My name is Kirk Schmidt. I'm a senior consultant on Alliant Energy's regulatory team. I'll be presenting the December 2025 Energy Cost Outlook webinar. This webinar will be focused on our small business and residential customer energy costs. In an ongoing effort to provide information that's important to our customers, we are pleased to continue to pre-record our annual energy cost outlooks. This provides flexibility for everyone to watch on their own time schedule. Our next Energy Cost Outlook webinar is planned for December of 2026. Please email questions to energycostoutlook@alliantenergy.com by January 16th. We'll add the questions and answers to the Iowa rates page at a later date. Here's a look at our agenda. We'll spend a few minutes today providing an update on our energy blueprint in Iowa. Then we will focus on some of the key outcomes from the electric and natural gas rate review, which took effect a little more than a year ago in October of 2024. One primary outcome is that we are in the midst of a 5-year base rate freeze on electric. Then we will review the forecast for 2026 gas and electric costs and end it with resources available to assist you, our customers. If you have questions after listening to this recording, please email them to energycostoutlook@alliantenergy.com. Let's get started with an update on our plans for meeting our customers' future energy needs. As part of the IUC's order in our last advanced rate-making proceeding, Alliant Energy agreed to conduct additional resource planning in the form of a resource evaluation study. This study was completed and filed in February of 2025. We are acting on the results of the study, working on new resources for powering beyond today's energy needs. This includes adding about 400 megawatts of new battery storage across multiple locations in Iowa, over 700 megawatts of new natural gas combustion turbine generation in Marshalltown, and close to 100 megawatts of reciprocal internal combustion, or RICE, in Cedar Rapids. We are also awaiting rulings from the IUC on our applications to construct up to 1,000 megawatts of new wind generation and up to 100 megawatts of RICE in Burlington. Collectively, these plans align with our all-of-the-above strategy for meeting our customers' energy needs. Here is a reminder of a few of the key changes and customer benefits that came from the rate review that took effect in October of 2024. For residential customers, our optional time of day rate, now called the Summer Saver program, includes a shortened on-peak time period that's now from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Additionally, on-peak hours now occur during the summer period only. All winter usage is billed at the lower off-peak rate. Reducing your usage during the shortened summer on-peak hours will help to manage your monthly bill. There is also an additional residential rate option called Night Owl. This is a 3-part super off-peak program that allows you to take advantage of a daily discounted rate from midnight to 8 a.m. year-round. For general service time of day customers, you will see the same changes to the on-peak time period and on-peak occurring during summer only. The general service time of day program is now called Summer Saver. There is also a demand rate option available for residential and commercial customers. An online tool is available for customers to evaluate the various rate options to see if any of these rates may be cost-effective options. This can be found under the Ways to Save dropdown on the Alliant Energy website. In addition, we've eliminated step rates for residential and general service bills, and now your rate will only change during the summer and winter periods, making it easier to follow how your energy use can impact your bill. Additionally, we're in the midst of a 5-year base rate freeze for electric, which ensures stable base rates for all customers. Now we'll transition to the forecast for residential customers. Keep in mind the information here is based on averages and actual usage can vary significantly from one customer to another. I also want to take the opportunity to remind everyone this is average cost over the course of a full year, and individual months will vary. We are forecasting a similar cost for 2026 as compared to 2025 for residential natural gas costs. As we look at the general service natural gas customers, we are forecasting a slight increase in gas costs for our general service customers in 2026 when compared to 2025. Again, I want to remind everyone this is an average and individual customer usage could vary significantly. It is important to remind everyone that gas prices can be volatile and be significantly impacted by outside factors such as extreme weather. As part of our customer satisfaction plan, we had met quarterly with the Iowa Utilities Commission staff and the Office of Consumer Advocate in order to review current and ongoing customer-focused efforts to continuously improve and strengthen relationships with our customers and communities in Iowa. Shown is a status as of December 1st, 2025, of progress in meeting the goals set. As you can see, we continue to make good progress on our goals for customer support. Some of the highlights of the customer support goals are: number 1, our average speed in answering calls is trending to reach our goal. Number 2, there was a goal set to reduce customer complaints by 40%, and we have currently reduced complaints filed by 77% compared to 2019, which is the baseline year. Number 3, being able to help customers on the first call is very important, and we are currently doing that about 72% of the time. Number 4, through November, we are estimating less than 0.5% of our customers' meters. Number 5, customers continue to sign up for high usage alerts through My Account. This will alert customers about high usage, and they can choose to try to reduce usage to lower their costs. Number 6, we are excited about the number of customers that have enrolled in My Account to take advantage of the information and options available. If you haven't enrolled yet, please sign up today. Number 7, customers have been leveraging various methods to handle transactions through our various systems, exceeding our goal. Number 9, the survey is updated 3 times per year, and we are meeting our goal for 2025 through November. Number 10, we improved our ranking in the business gas category and maintained our overall ranking in comparison to the Midwest large utility peer group. And finally, we met goals 11 through 16 this year. Now let's shift to electric costs. As a refresher, here's a list of each of the individual items on a customer's electric bill. If you'd like to take a closer look later, these details are available at alliantenergy.com/Iowa rates. The first 2 items, the basic service charge and the usage costs, are items adjusted only via a rate review filed with the Iowa Utilities Commission. As part of our most recent rate review, we agreed to a 5-year base rate moratorium through October of 2029. The next several items on the list, starting with energy adjustment clause and continuing through the demand response cost recovery, are riders and adjust based on the costs and benefits that each rider covers. The rate case expense rider is in place to recover costs incurred for the 2023 rate review. The tax benefit rider was a result of the last rate review and resulted in the application of a credit to customers' bills for a year ending on October 1st, 2025. Finally, the local option tax or franchise fee is under the control of the city government for each individual city. Communities with a local option sales tax are at 1%. Communities with a franchise fee charge between 1% and 5% as allowed by state law. These fees are collected by Alliant Energy and returned to the local government agency or agencies that have put them in place. It's helpful to understand how each of the line items on the previous slide impact your overall bill, so these pie charts will break that down for you. Each customer class is different, so there are separate pie charts for each class. Here is a pie chart showing the approximate breakdown for the residential class. You'll see that the usage cost makes up the majority of the bill, while other items, like the regional transmission service charge and the basic service charge, represent a smaller percentage. And here we see the pie chart showing the approximate breakdown for commercial customers. Similar to residential, the usage cost is the largest portion of the bill, while the regional transmission service charge and other line items represent a smaller percentage. These graphs, as well as the graphs for other customer classes, are all on the alliantenergy.com/Iowa rates page for your further review. Now let's look at the Energy Adjustment Clause, or EAC line, on your bill. The EAC tracks the costs of fuel to produce power and the cost of energy purchased for our customers. Additionally, rate case expense recovery charges are now part of this line item. The EAC is also used on occasion to flow other benefits through to customers. This chart shows the trend line for the EAC since January of 2024. We are projecting a decline on average in the EAC for 2026. This is due in part to production tax credits, or PTCs, flowing through the EAC. There is a forecasted increase in the summer months when fuel costs typically rise. To summarize the 2026 changes for electric customers, the Energy Adjustment Clause is forecasted to decrease on average in 2026 as compared to 2025, while the Regional Transmission Service Charge, or RTS, is expected to increase. The credit provided by the tax benefit rider concluded on October 1st, 2025. Based on the changes in the 2026 forecast, let's take a look at the total residential electric costs. As we look at the average residential electric bill, note that we've assumed a customer's usage is the same each year. This doesn't happen often, but using that assumption allows us to show a better comparison of cost year to year. This graph uses actuals for 2024 and 2025 and offers a forecast for 2026. The electric cost trend shows a slight increase in cost for 2026 overall, driven primarily by an increase in transmission costs. Now we'll look at general service. General service electric rates cover commercial customers and many city facilities, such as City Hall, parks, or the library. We are forecasting a slight increase to the average general service monthly bill. As general service customer use varies, I want to remind you again that these numbers are for the average bill in this customer class, and that's based on roughly 2,000 kilowatt hours per month. Our goal with these webinars is to offer our cost outlook based on what we know today. For the 2026 electric cost outlook, what we know is basic service charges and usage costs will remain steady in 2026. For the Energy Adjustment Clause, the EAC bill factor on average is forecasted to be lower in 2026, as we discussed previously. The Regional Transmission Service Charge is expected to increase in 2026. Our energy efficiency cost recovery and demand response cost recovery inputs are expected to remain steady. The tax benefit rider credit concluded on October 1st of 2025. As noted earlier, a factor that is driven at your local level is the franchise fee, which, if implemented or adjusted, could change overall costs at the community level. We would like to remind you about information that's available to help reduce your energy use. My Account is a tool customers can utilize to monitor their usage. Some energy efficient changes you can make to reduce usage include switch to LED lights. They don't emit heat and use 75% less energy. Adjust the thermostat a degree or more. A programmable thermostat can do this adjustment for you automatically and you may qualify for a rebate on it. Tune up your furnace and replace filters regularly. Adjust shades. Keep rooms warmer with the shades open. Customers who need help paying bills can seek energy assistance, such as LIHEAP and the Hometown Care Energy Fund, from local community action agencies. I'd like to remind everyone to email us your questions by January 16th. We will post the questions and answers to our website after that date. Also shown are other ways to reach out to Alliant Energy with questions. We'd like to thank you for your time today and look forward to your participation in future webinars. This concludes the webinar. Thank you.